It was just a ride, a mother trying to get home. That's all it should have been. But by the time she got in the car, her life was over. How does something so ordinary turn deadly? Let's break it down. Chanti Dixon was a woman whose laughter could light up a room. Born and raised in Indianapolis, she carried energy that made everyone feel seen. Her life revolved around her two young kids, ages 6 and 9, and every decision she made was about giving them something better. So now, you start to realize this wasn't just about work or late nights. It was about survival, love, and care in a world that demanded too much from one person.
So apparently they made a filter for people with big lips to see what their lips would look like if their lips were small, aka if I wasn't black. So let's see what it's giving. I know y'all shitting me. I went from I look like I'm standing on business to let me speak to your manager. I look like I went from...
So what you be saying about me behind my back when you be mad, when I make you mad? Just tell me.
You gonna whoop me?
No, I'm not gonna whoop you. I promise. What you be saying?
I was saying, this motherfucking bitch be asking me questions. Only been a few hours and it feel like days. Only been days and it feel like months. Think off of you and it feel like months.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love.
If pretty was a person, if pretty was a person.
Her friends described her as the glue in their late night shifts, the one who would give her last dollar if you needed it. She was generous, she was warm, and she fought hard for her family every single day. Like, even when life was tough, she found a way to smile. She was living for her kids. The night of her death started just like any other. She finished a long shift and called for a ride around 3:34 a.m. A $5 tip marked her gratitude. The car that pulled up was a sleek BMW driven by 29-year-old Francisco Valadez. He looked ordinary, quiet, polite, just another driver earning his way. But there was something off in the way he glanced around, something subtle that her instincts might have noticed if she had the chance to think. Chanti got in and the ride started. A brief stop here, a detour there, nothing overt at first, just small shifts in direction and pace. Moving on, the tension built like static in the air. Each turn and stop pushed the night closer to tragedy, a ride that should have ended with her at home ended up taking her future away. As the BMW moved through the streets, what should have been routine escalated quickly. Valadez tried to force himself on her. Chanti resisted. She spoke up, she laughed at him. Those small acts of defiance became deadly. He pulled out a gun and shot her in the head. The violence was sudden, merciless, and unforgiving, but it didn't stop there. He dragged her body from the car, tried to assault her even in death, then left her near a concrete barrier. Her life ended just hours from her home. Her absence quickly became noticeable. When she didn't return, loved ones panicked. By dawn, law enforcement was called. Her body was discovered, scattered belongings marking the spot where trust had been broken in the cruelest way. Forensics told the story, tire marks, body position, evidence of a struggle. Every clue pointed to murder, not accident. Investigators found a discarded receipt from the rideshare app leading straight to Valadez. GPS records showed her phone had been moved far from her intended destination. Security footage confirmed he picked her up, circling the area multiple times before stopping. Make it make sense. He had planned this. Valadez initially denied wrongdoing, claiming he dropped her safely, but the evidence told another story. Forensics, ride records, and surveillance shattered his version, forcing him to admit the truth.
Well, we're learning more this morning about a woman allegedly murdered by her Uber driver just yards from her home. Metro Police now tell us that that Uber driver allegedly confessed to that murder. Matthew Foltz is following this story this morning with more on a crime that police are calling not only disturbing but disgusting. Good morning, Matthew.
Hey, good morning to you both. This is just a heartbreaking story all the way around. Metro Police telling us that they have arrested 29-year-old Francisco Valadez in connection to Chanti Dixon's murder. Now, officers say that they found Dixon on Sunday naked in a wooded area along Wagner Lane near East Raymond and Shervin Drive. She was found with gunshot wounds and pronounced dead at the scene. According to court documents, Dixon had ordered an Uber after she got off work around 3:30 Sunday morning. Police say Valadez gave investigators conflicting statements before admitting to shooting Dixon in the head while he was trying to have sex with her in the back of his car. Police also claims Dixon made him mad with something she said before shooting her.
This is disgusting, it's disturbing, and we, Ms. Dixon especially, her family, no one deserves to be treated this way in our community, and I am so sorry to her family that we're here today.
Now, Valadez is under arrest right now on a preliminary murder charge. Investigators are also asking anyone that may have encountered him on a rideshare to come forward. We also reached out to Uber, and they tell us that Valadez has been banned from their rideshare service. Meanwhile, Julia and Jalea, coming up at 5:30, you'll hear more from neighbors living in that community and more about who Dixon was.
An Uber driver is arrested for the murder of 30-year-old Chanti Dixon, who was missing this weekend. The driver confessed to killing Dixon. ITV's Kat Sandoval pieces together what happened.
This is where Chanti Dixon's body was found, in the woods on a dead-end street on Wagner Lane. It's also just a few feet away from her apartment. Police say 29-year-old Uber driver Francisco Valadez drove Dixon to the scene Sunday morning. Valadez told police he initially attempted to have sex with Dixon in the back of his car, but he got angry with her. He later admitted to police he shot her in the head in his car, then hid Dixon's body behind the concrete barrier. He also said he tried to have sex with her again. Dixon was found naked with a sweatshirt pulled over her head and arms, lying on her stomach.
This is just disgusting all around, and it did not have to happen. This is a family that's been ripped apart. This woman is gone from the world unnecessarily.
As a woman, this hits differently for me. Women, girls, mothers, they have a right to exist freely in our community without fear of something heinous happening to them. They have a right to walk, bike, order a ride share without fearing something bad will happen to them.
Friends say this video of Dixon seen on the right shows how happy she was. They didn't want to talk on camera, but one of her neighbors did.
Because we all we look out for each other here. And for that to happen is sad, and for it to be a ride share, that's really sad. You're not even safe getting a ride home.
Neighbors tell me they've seen Dixon moving into this apartment. They've seen her with her kids and her dog.
Horrific. That it doesn't even make sense. The girl, she just moved here. She ain't even been here a week.
Uber said they have banned Valadez from the app and will continue to assist Indianapolis police in this case. Police also stress that when taking a rideshare, there are options to share your real-time location with people you know.
If something doesn't feel right to you during your ride, you can ask the person to pull over and you can get out.
Police want to hear from anyone who has ridden with Valadez in the past and had any issues with him. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Kat Sandoval, Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
And Dixon's close friend sent us this statement saying, "I am hurt and devastated of this happening. It hit so close to home and it hurts so bad. She was goofy, she was happy, always laughing, always caring. She was a mom before anything, hardworking and dedicated to her goals. She was such a big impression on all around her." Uber and Lyft report dozens of deadly assaults in the past couple of years. Check this out. Lyft reports a total of 16 in 2021, 2022 as well. Uber reports 36. Now, the number of sexual assaults much higher in that same period. Lyft reports 1,752. Uber reports 2,717. Both companies say they do have safety features in their app to protect both riders and drivers.
Valadez was arrested and charged with murder, attempted rape, and abuse of a corpse. In court, he wore a red jumpsuit, hands and feet shackled, staring at the judge while his attorneys remained silent. The courtroom was brief, but the weight of what happened loomed over everyone present. One mother's words carried through the grief.
A mother is devastated after her daughter's death. Tonight, she is speaking up for the first time after her daughter's body was found on Monday.
Police say an Uber driver is responsible for the crime. The victim's mother spoke with WRTV's Adam Shooms. She is urging people to remain vigilant while using rideshare services.
She was fun. She was courageous. A ball of life.
Risa Dixon talks about her daughter Chanti in the past tense.
I keep waiting for her to walk through the door, but I know she's not gonna walk through the door.
Police say her 30-year-old daughter's body was found in a wooded area near East Raymond Street and South Sherman Drive on Monday.
For people that's out there doing stuff like that man did to my child, because you picked up a stripper at work and you thought wasn't nobody gonna care, we care. And y'all can't do that.
Court documents say her Uber driver, 29-year-old Francisco Valadez, picked Dixon up around 3:30 Sunday morning from work at Sunset Strip off West 16th Street. According to court documents, Valadez attempted to have sex with her in the backseat of his car, but there was a fight. Valadez told police he shot her.
If you in the ride share, get on FaceTime with somebody. Take self-defense classes. Get you some protection that you're comfortable with. We can't prevent everything, and we can't stop everything, but we can cut it down.
The nonprofit What's My Name reiterates that message about rideshare safety.
Everything that we do, again, is before you get into the car, the education, the stop, ask, match, and inform. Matching the license plates, asking the driver, what's my name?
When you feel like you gotta do what you gotta do and it don't feel right, don't do it. And I know she was just trying to get home from work.
The Dixons hope their daughter's legacy lives on.
Do not let what happened diminish what she put out in the world.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shooms, WRTV.
Valadez is expected in court tomorrow morning. Here are some more safety tips from Indiana University when using ride-hailing services. Don't hesitate to skip the ride if something seems suspicious. Ask the driver, what's my name? If that person doesn't say your name, don't get into the vehicle. Confirm the driver's name, the make of the vehicle, and the license plate before you get in, and don't sit in the front seat. Tell someone like a family member or friend what you're doing and where you're going.
The community responded with vigils, candlelight gatherings, and balloons released in her honor near the spot she was found. Her mother and sister stepped in to support the children who now face life without their mom. Birthdays, school milestones, holidays, everything carries her absence. Like, it's heavy, but they hold on to her memory and the love she shared while she was here. The case also sparked conversations about rideshare safety. People questioned how someone like Valadez could pass background checks and what safeguards exist to protect passengers. Experts recommend confirming driver details, sharing your trip with a trusted contact, sitting in the back seat, and trusting your instincts. But hey, even with precautions, tragedy can strike, and that's what makes Chanti's story resonate with everyone. Her life, though stolen too soon, left a mark on her family and community. Friends, neighbors, and co-workers carry her legacy forward through advocacy, vigilance, and remembrance. Let me tell you something. Remembering Chanti Dixon isn't just about mourning. It's about demanding accountability, safety, and justice so that no other family has to feel the way hers does. Thanks for watching Crime in Cold Light, and I'll see you in the next episode.